After the target was free from Orion's back, everything went back to normal. Or that's what it seemed like. Several months passed, and Orion's mother was still extremely depressed, but finally was getting better, and so was Ori, though she still had some homicidal thoughts and nightmares. She drew to get them out of her mind because it seemed like that was the only thing that helped. Max didn't know about the drawings, but started hanging out with Orion as much as he could. It seemed like he was making up for lost time. Good things don't last forever, though, do they? The narrator suddenly just takes over. Good things don't last forever, do they?
This is a story about a man who can.
One night after Orion had been hanging out with Max all day, she came home to see her mother dead, murdered. Holy crap! That escalated quickly. Then she got a call. Apparently the target had been redrawn. What? Oh my god.
She's actually an artist?
Here's your line.
You better hurry, because he's next.
Marie's sing-song voice echoed through the phone.
Sing-song?
Sing-song.
You killed her. Oh, sorry. ... You killed her. ...
Orion whispered quietly.
Didn't you? ...
She stared at her mother's mangled body. Or no, it says she stared at her mother's...
Her mother?
no apostrophe. She stared at her mother's mangled body. There's like 5 of his other moms.
But they share one body, though.
I can't even go on.
So, there's 5 mothers and they share one
Wait
body.
for this sentence. There's no comma and it completely ruins the whole sentence. She stared at her mother's mangled body tears. She stared at her mother's mangled body tears starting to form. Reading.
Okay.
She stared at her mother's mangled body tears starting to form.
She girl. No, wait. She girl.
Hold on.
She girl
Oh,
stared.
it gets worse. She girl stared at her mother. I'm not even reading that again.
She girl. Well, you know she's a girl.
A slight chuckle came from the other end.
Yes, I do believe revenge was in order.
Exchange.
Marie's voice seemed odd somehow, like she'd lost it.
Oh no.
Why does
Not
everyone
again.
lose their voices in this story?
Why not?
Then suddenly, so did Orion, and a small growl came from her.
You ... Grrr,
You're dead! Oh, growl.
Apparently Orion is a pirate.
Arr! Arr, me hearty, you're dead. Homicidal drawings. Arr.
You ... are dead ... Do you understand ... question mark. I'm going to...
Oh, it is right.
It is right. I'm going to rip you into I'm going to rip you to shreds ...
Her core was shaking.
Space core.
But her voice didn't tremble. It came out crystal clear.
Oh, I should have read that crystal clear.
It came out crystal... A giggle came from the other side again.
Oh, are you mad? Huh, Ori? Marie, ...
Was ... happy!
Really?
The audio.
Yeah, we did.
Orion's heart was beating hard. That sounds really weird.
Dubstep.
Orion's heart was beating hard. Not with fear, but pure anger.
How about we sell this?
She asked,
Question mark.
a sweet tone lining her voice, which had now become as hard as decision to kill Marie, and that decision wasn't changing. Ever.
Make it there before I do, and you might be able to save...
Orion hung up the phone and ran to the kitchen, grabbing a knife. Then she went into her dad's study. Her dad's study. Her dad was studying in there. I'm back.
The end.
I'm back, y'all. And I'm back, y'all.
Wasn't he dead?
No, he just left.
He left. No, let's see what happened. They were in the process of cleaning it out to change it into an art room, so everything was in boxes.
Please still be here.
She got on her hands and knees and popped open a few floorboards, revealing a long bow with blades on the two ends in front.
That's an interesting
and a
bow.
quiver full of hunting arrows.
Quiver full
This
of
was alongside a
non-hunting.
Sarupate Kakuri blade, better described as a narrow-bladed 20-inch long kukri. So the stuff that the sniper uses in TF2.
Okay, so she's just got a huntsman. She's about to go, like... she's about to go Australian on her.
She put the bow and quiver on her back, headed out the door, and started running as fast as she could to Max's out before there was a snap and something shot out, knocking her down. Marie... ... The girls were rolling as they fought, the occasional clang of metal sounding out as the blades of the bow hit and scraped against the ground. Little did the two know that they were being watched by a tall shadow. Observing them with its faceless embodiment. I hope this is not what I think it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Waiting to see who would win.
Because he cares.
God. Oh, come on, you weakling!
Marie shouted as they rolled into the street.
No, they just flew right out of the study.
Just blow in the middle into the street.
You're clipping the audio.
That's great. As they rolled into the street and grabbing Orion's bow, which had fallen off her in the commotion.
What?
That's that incorrectly spelled commotion. Marie pressed a blade to Ori's neck, slowly cutting. She had the upper hand, and Ori was going to die. When suddenly a vehicle passed over the two,
Killing both of
just
them.
meow, like a flying ice cream truck. No.
Like
This
ice
is
cream.
GTA?
Yeah, that's the plot. They're in GTA and the cars just fly away.
Hey, it makes sense.
Hey, CJ. Hey, Caesar. Let's see. And Ori was going to die when suddenly a vehicle passed over the two, knocking Marie off and further up the street. A hit and run, ... They didn't bother stopping and instead sped up and drove off. Orion put a hand to her neck and frowned slightly, wincing. She felt some pain, but not much yet. Blood was slowly dripping down her neck.
She hates blood. The end.
She looked over at Marie and started to walk over to her. Luckily, her bow hadn't been damaged much, but it was laying next to her enemy, who was taking shallow breaths and was breathing heavy. Lee, yeah. Getty Lee. As Orion went to pick up her bow, she realized her left shoulder felt funny. She tried to move it, and a burst of pain shot down her arm, causing her to fall to her knees. Cursing softly, she used her right hand to grab her bow, then stood carefully and moved over to the bleeding mess. Ori then rolled Marie flat on her back. The severely damaged girl cried out in pain as Orion sat atop her, pinning her down. Though Marie wasn't going anywhere, both of her legs were broken, and her ribs were most likely broken as well. And her right arm had a compound fracture. Her left, however, was unhurt. Great. Marie tried to grab at Ori's throat, but the girl just grabbed it.
Yeah, with that left hand.
Grabbed it herself.
No, wait, no, I think it's Ori grabbed the girl. Oh, yeah. And made a deep cut into it, one across her wrist, the other going vertically up her arm.
Across the street. ... And down the alley. ...
No. Across the street and down the alley.
And down the alley. ... From World War II. She whispered, starting to smile. No going back. Going back.
No going back.
She sang softly.
Okay.
Tonight you're gonna die! Orion hissed with a sickeningly sweet grin that made Marie go stiff with fear. She slowly pressed the front blade of her bow against Marie's throat, and then slowly started to cut. Why is she using it to cut? It's a bow.
It has blades on the end.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, but why? Why didn't she just wouldn't that have been much more epic
Why
if
did
she
you
just
just use the kukri?
That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
question.
Why- or,
I think they forgot about that detail.
Why didn't
As
they
they flew out of the study.
Why don't they do like a Ganondorf style thing?
Tonight you're gonna
So-
die. Orion hissed with a sickening script. She started to cut. Marie tried screaming, but was in too much pain already. She'd have been quickly silenced. Anyways, blood started to seep from her neck. Her windpipe cut. ... She was going to, Orion hoped, drown on her own blood. With the last few gurgles, Marie died. Next sentence, resolution.
Yep.
And Orion stood giggling to herself, covered in blood. I thought she hated blood. The faceless being nodded softly in approval before it moved away and disappeared back into the forest it came from. It's like, we cool? Yeah, we cool. Pulp Fiction! References. Orion soon started to make her way back home, not caring that her mother was dead and her father gone at this point, or even that she was covered in blood. She hadn't a care in the world, taking deep breaths as she smiled up at the sky, marveled at the stars. A set of stars to be exact. Orion's belt.
My belt!
Hey, look, I'm in the sky!
No, that's
Soon, approaching her house, the car frowned. The girl frowned.
The car frowned.
The car from earlier was parked outside it. Two figures leaning against it, one wearing an orange hoodie and a black ski-like mask with slightly glowing red eyes and a frown stitched in. The other wearing a yellowish coat and a white, feminine-ish mask.
Dash.
I thought it was going to be over after, she killed the girl. But here we go. We're 30 minutes into this stupid thing and there's still... my gosh, are we even halfway through it?
I don't think so. This is gonna be 2 parts.
Christian, do you want to take over for now?
She
I'm going
approached
to grab
them
a drink.
quietly, not feeling the need to defend herself for some reason. She could see there was another person in the car as she closed the distance. One that looked to be wearing goggles, whatever, and a mask. Google glasses. It was wearing Google glasses and a mask around its mouth. Orion mainly noticed because of the figure's own movement, its head cracking to the side suddenly, then relaxing in its chest. She tilted her head at the people, standing far enough away so that she could have a head start while running. The white masked man spoke.
I think you'll find someone waiting inside.
You'll like this. Dot. Smiling slightly, she watched them for another minute before asking, "Who?" A confused look on her face.
Someone you've been waiting for.
I've been waiting for, he answered.
Wait, really?
No, I wish. The man in the orange hoodie seemed to be watching her every move, and so did the person in the car. She frowned.
I'm not waiting for anyone.
Turned into
Turned into Gamzee. I ain't waiting.
Orion truly had no idea what he was talking about. Then it clicked.
Oh!
She looked. Hey, listen. She looked at the house.
From now on, she's gonna be Toad.
Hey! Why?
She asked more herself than the man, but he answered.
Go and check.
Yeah. Slowly, Orion headed in and saw her father tied up in a chair, sitting next to where her mother's body used to be. Where'd the blood go? The body? No, really. It says where'd the blood go? ... The body?
What?
Not in quotations. What? ... She turned and saw her mother asleep on the kitchen floor.
What the hell?
Okay. But... ... She seemed so confused.
So confused?
So confused. But she dropped her bow and held her head. No, she's dead. You're gone. She slowly moved towards her mother and moved the body slightly. Cold. You are dead. You are dead. She frowned and went to move away before the body grabbed her arm, wheezing. Help me.
Did her mother just come back to life?
But why do you go up to her? You are dead. That probably really... Your mother's probably...
dead. You are dead.
And then the mother's like...
I'm not dead.
Yeah, Hades. Then as Ori was about to pull away, the body vanished.
What the fuck?
That's it. We're done. We're done. Goodbye.
Poof. The body's gone.
This is gone. And everything looked foggy to her for a moment. Just look at that. She says... That's what she says. ... She just says ... She slowly pulled out her knife, and then she could see her mother's mangled body.
Is she just on LSD?
And her father sitting next to her. Oh, his father is there. Wrist cut, breathing softly, shaking slightly. How did he get there? He didn't look. He didn't look up as she approached him, and she put the knife to his neck, glaring. You're going to leave again? Da da da. She growled. Come on. Yeah. He looked up, finally realizing she was there. Just.
Oh, Orion?
What kind of accent is that? I don't know. What kind of voice? I don't know. She growled.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
I'm not back.
She growled.